Okay. This morning we need to calibrate, so analyze the status shows that the machine, this is their main page. Then we'll go to the inspection lockouts. The inspection lockouts, it's due to the fuel cap test require. That's the only thing that's in red. Then you go to the simple system lockouts. Now we need leak check and gas calibration require. We're going to go for the acceleration simulation lockouts. And it says that it's require the coast down only. Now we go to the dynamometer check. The dynamometer is fully operational. Weather station. We're going to see the temperature that is in here. 74 degrees, ambient temperature 60, barometric pressure 29. So relative humidity is 70.4. And we go to previews now. We're going to start calibrating. In this case, we're going to go to previews. Now we're going to go to the analyzer manual. In this manual, you can see that we're going to do different ones. We can today calibrate all or calibrate one at a time. We can do one calibration at a time. And today with us, Richard Ha is here with us, so he's going to calibrate the first one, the fuel cap tester. We open the front, and we're going to get the calibration tester, which is the same one that we have in here. And he's going to place it into the adapter and hook it up just like that. The first one, it says, attach the calibration one to the hose coupling and set the valve and pass. So that's in the red one, so we need to turn it. And he's turning it to the red. Now it is. It says fuel cap tester idle. Now continue. Now it is pressurizing the system and looking for a leak to see if it holds. So we're gonna follow the prompts. Fuel cap tester in progress. That's all it's doing. Pay attention because we're gonna need to actually disconnect it. We're following the prompts. Pressure and inches of water, mercury as well. It says detach the calibration one from the hose coupling. Detach, remove. And that's what it's doing. It's cleaning up, it's completed. We're following the prompts. It says, now, next one, set the calibration one to the fail. So put it back in there, the one. Now turn it to the fail. And we select continue. And it's going to do the same thing. Now, the machine is pre-calibrated to look for a leak on the red side and a pass on the green. And we're just looking for a complete fail in this case. So we're waiting. And we're going to follow the same thing, which is going to call for detaching the one to calibrate it. Now it says detach it. So he detaches it. And we'll look at over here the results. And it's complete. One calibration now. We're done. So we place the one back over here inside the shelf. So now we go continue. Next one, it is the backup drive. The backup drive, it's an automatically check. It's nothing but a USB, no longer a floppy disk like they used to be. We used to have a floppy disk like this. Where the old machines used to have an old floppy disk. which was this machine, which now we're retiring. We're taking it apart. That's the old machine. Now we just go ahead and hit check, and it's already verified, it's done, and it's completed. It says that it has enough memory and everything. Next one, we're gonna do the calibration for the dyno. Then we're not gonna do warm up, we're not gonna do parasitics, we're just gonna go directly to the coast down. In this case, it says to clear the obstacles in the dyno, clear everything, and we have the dyno all clear. There's nothing in here to be obstructing. Now we hit stand and continue. And now it says star. Taking away the air, and the dyno begins to turn. It will apply up to 32 miles per hour, and then it will actually create electromagnetic field that will hold these coils and prevent them from turning those rollers. So we have about a total of 2,500 inertia weight. As you can see that, our trainee is Richard Hott today. You can see the speed right here. It's gonna go up to 32, 33 miles per hour or so. So this is the new Generation 3 built-in printer. Only 5 gas cap adapters needed now, since we are only testing gas caps for 95 and down. 95 to 76, providing that we do have a gas cap adapter. 2016, you can download the latest from the stand. In the bottom, you can see the gases that we're going to be using. On the right side, you have the zero air. According to the contract, they're going to supply the high and the low, except for the zero air. The zero air must be purchased by the customers. And we will be calibrating also the low pressure EVA test machine over there. So we're going to calibrate the two, this one and that one. And it's getting there, 32. And that right there puts the load into the dyno right at 32 miles per hour. And there's a torque up to 91 kilopascals, horsepower. You can see that. Now it's gonna go to the second test, which is about 22 miles per hour. That's why we call it two-speed. So we're doing a second test right now. And there you go. Now it's holding the 22 miles per hour. As you can see, that is going to tell us whether it passed. It's a Yamaha dyno, description on it. And it says that we're close. 2,000 pounds of inertia. That's what it applied. So we're going to close that. And it says that it has passed. It goes down. So we can go to the next one. And we can go to the previous one. We don't have to do the parasitic or the warm-up. Previous. Now we're going to go to the analyzer leak check. What this entitles, as you can see in the picture, that we're going to take the probe as you guys can see that this is the one we're going to be closing and sealing with a red cap. That's close, a red cap. Once it's inserted, we're going to say star. So what it's going to do is going to look for any leaks into the system. You can see there's low flow detected, holding vacuum. So it will squeeze the rubber cap and it will hold it for a few seconds. Remove the probe and the leak check has passed. Green is good, red is bad. Now we go to the next one. The next one is we need to calibrate gas analyzer. And so right now, we're gonna wait until Mr. Richard Hart will come. And he will come and look at that. Come over here, it's okay. And we're gonna do for the gas analyzer leak check. The gas analyzer calibration. So now it's going to look for a zero error. It's a default. We can actually go into default. It says values may be typed directly or scanned. So we can actually hit the default value. In this case, the one on the right. And everything will get populated automatically. Because they're assuming that either you're going to have a small bottle or a big bottle, likely a big bottle. And in this case, it's going to be, those are the values. So you say save, continue. Now, with the scanner, we'll be scanning the low gases. In this case, sometimes it doesn't matter the procedure, whether you scan on any one, high and low, doesn't matter. Just as long as it'll pick up everything. Now that we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and calibrate for high. So now we're going to take high. And we gotta make sure also that the bottles are not expired. If they're expired, they will be no longer good. Notice in the right-hand side, they're not expired. It picks up all that information. And it seems like everything is good to go. Now, it states that we need to open all gas calibrations, bottles, high and low. Select continue. So we're gonna open the bottles of gases and the zero air as well. And we're gonna say continue. It says, before proceeding with calibration, please confirm that the gas calibrations are properly connected and are not empty, and the valves are fully open. Failure to do so may necessitate to service a call. Confirm. So we make sure that they're open. And we're just gonna wait for the zero air to complete. Today being November the 24th, it should require calibration in 3 days or 72 hours. So on the 27th, today being a Saturday morning, so it'll be good for today, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. So Monday night, before you go home, it'll need to be recalibrated so it'll be ready for Tuesday morning. So this way you don't have to calibrate on Tuesday morning when the vehicles are here in the morning and they need to be smog. You already done so. So trying to get ahead of the game. Right now it's doing the zero air, getting the bench nice and clean. Timer pausing is expected. And there's zero. Now it's flowing the low gas calibration, so the bench is measuring low gases calibration. Once it's finished with the low flow, it will allow to go to the next one. Flowing gases again. In total time so far, we're looking at least at 20 minutes calibration time, so you guys can figure out that that's how long it'll take to calibrate. 22, 23 minutes, we'll see. Now we're calibrating with the high gas. Coming to the end. Now the calibration for the high gases, levels of oxygen, nitrogen, hydrocarbons, and CO had been embedded into the calibration time. And flashing the manifolds. Now we're closing the high and the low. The machine internally is doing that, and it's getting rid of all the gases. The zero is used to clinch the manifold. There's a post-calibration in progress, meaning sealing everything. So here we have a complete pass. Now we need to close the high and the low gas calibration, so we need to close them. I'm closing them right now. Now that they're closed, you need to leave the zero air open. And to confirm that we're ready to actually do this, we go to the inspection menu and we're gonna go select the Smog check. And it should be asking me now for a license to perform the full, and there you have it. Scan barcode on your technician badge and select manually for manual entry. So there you have it. After 22 minutes, we calibrated. Thank you for watching.